Okay, so hello everyone. Today I will make a simple guide about druid with 1.5 combo. So what does it mean with 1.5 combo of druid? This is something that is a bit very familiar with everyone. So let's first of all take a look at the deck itself. Okay, so this deck has been improved so many times already, and this is something that I can a bit confident on playing it. So first of all, we are going to see at the key aspect of this deck, which is first of all Zombie Chow. So why is Zombie Chow is important here? Zombie Chow is something that is very good starter against aggro deck. For example, Face Hunter, Zoo, which is both of them are currently rising at the moment in the meta game. So those two are going to be very hard to deal with if, let's say, you don't have an early gameplay. So this is the reason why I put a Zombie Chow. Wild Growth is a very standard play of Druid. We are going to put it here. And the next thing will be Druid of Flame and Shade of Naxxramas. In this deck, I put one of each because initially I have two Shade of Naxxramas. After that, actually I changed into one Druid of Flame. Reason is the same thing of the Zombie Chow. Basically, this one is to prevent some early game. Because if, let's say, your opponent is a control deck, for example, you pick it something like a control warrior, or probably something like a handlock. Imagine you have a Druid of Flame, then you make it into 5-2 instead of 2-5. So the comparison is, this one will have 5-2. At the other hand, the Shade of Naxxramas, the following turn will have something like 3-3. So 5-2 or 3-3 will be, it's, of course 5-2 is better, because it's not dead to something like Mortal Coil or maybe Whirlwind or something like Cruel Taskmaster. So having Druid of Flame is very good. And on the other hand, why is there something like possibly that we're going to use the 2-5? Of course, it will be something like the same purpose as Zombie Chow, which is something against a very fast meta game like Face Hunter, Mage, or probably also Zoo. So that is the explanation for the Druid of the Flame. Moving on, the next one would be Piloted Shredder. Why we want Piloted Shredder over Sanjin, for example, or maybe something like Chillwind Yeti. So the reason because Piloted Shredder is something that is very sticky. First of all, it will drop something, so actually there are two minions that you can consider inside this Piloted Shredder. Comparing with Yeti, I know that Yeti is hard to kill. If at first turn you are playing something like a coin into Interfeit into Yeti, then it is impossible to kill it. But Piloted Shredder has been proven to be so consistent at all because it can give you so many stuff. Starting from the Mighty Manhouse build, for example, even the worst one can be something like 1-1 minion. 1-1 minion, for example, we put it something like Novice Engineer. So 4-3 into 1-1. In total, you will have something like 5-4. So it's still very good. That's the reason we put Piloted Shredder. And then now for the 5-drop. This is the interesting part. We have Azure Druid, Druid of Claw, and Lord Help. So do you think this is very important? At some sense, yes, but we are going to look into different aspects. Because what we are going to aim here is to get the combo as soon as possible. That's the reason why we put Azure Drake. We get more draw. Other than that, Azure Drake is also very good since we are having Swipe and Rough. So imagine our opponent is a Shaman. Shaman Totem has a lot of 2 healths. So that's where Azure Drake and Swipe have a very good value, comparing with Sludge Belcher that can easily get silenced. So the question next is, why Druid of Claw instead of Sludge Belcher? Okay, this is the tricky part. Basically, Druid of Claw, of course many people argue that it's a good thing because you can change it to a charge minion. That's true, but there is one drawback from Druid of Claw, which is the Black Knight. So, since at this current meta game, Black Knight is suddenly being played by so many players, it is a bit better to play Druid of Claw instead of Sludge Belcher. Sludge Belcher have some value against Black Knight. Druid of Claw have lesser value against a Black Knight. So since we see less Black Knight in the current meta game, Druid of Claw will rise. It will get you more health, also more attack, which is a 4/6 town that cannot be stolen, cannot be killed easily by priest, for example. So this is the reason why I choose Druid of Claw for Slash Belgian. Not have a standard one. It can be very good against Freeze Mage that is currently rising also because of Emperor Tourism. Other than that, it's also very good against Rogue, especially if you play it at turn before the turn 7 of the Rogue, so he cannot play Sprint. That's a very obvious play. So one Force of Nature is enough instead of 2, because it can already be played at so many ways. So that would be the Force of Nature. Having 2 Force of Nature is not wrong, but I would prefer that we have Sylvanas instead of the second Force of Nature, because Sylvanas is very good. So next is Emperor Tourism. I don't need to explain this card because this card basically just reduces your cost, so it's possible to play 1 Force of Nature and 2 Savage Sword in 1 turn without having the Inner Fate. Sylvanas also, I don't need to explain so much. Basically, it can trade off very well against aggro or against something very control. It works both ways, so it's fine. Ancient Outlaw is a core card of this Druid deck to draw more cards, also heal. Just in case your opponent is something like Freeze Mage. So after a turn they play Alexstrasza, it's either you play Lord Help so they cannot cast a spell, or either you play Ancient Outlaw to heal yourself, but you don't play both. But I mean, with playing both is something like Ancient Outlaw, heal yourself, then you interfere into Lord Help. That would be bad, because your opponent from the south so cannot kill you. Why you bother wasting your Inner Fate for something that your opponent already cannot kill you, right? Okay, so next will be the Doctor Boom. This is the part that actually can be replaced with Force of Nature. It's not important here, because Doctor Boom here is the only card that can be killed with Big Game Hunter. So with the rise of Doctor Boom in the previous meta game, Big Game Hunter has been quite popular in the scene. So this is card that can be replaced with the second Force of Nature, even though I will still keeping the Doctor Boom here because it's really strong, especially in the Boom bar. Okay, the next one will be the Scenarios. Again, this card is very strong with the 5/8 of the status, and can be used to buff your minions as well as summoning 2 towns. So this one is pretty solid. Okay, so that's the introduction of this deck. Now let's go to just play one game. Okay, so we are going to play a ranked game instead of casual game because we just want to get in touch with the current meta game. Right? So let's see. I won't promise that I will win this game, but there's one example that can be clearly seen on how to play a Druid at least. Druid is the only class that I have level 60 actually. The other class I don't have level 60 yet. And Druid I almost get the golden one, so I can be pretty sure that I'm quite experienced with the way to play Druid. Okay, so this is the case. So actually he does mulligan 2 cards here. So I think I'm going to keep the Druid of Flame as well as Wild Growth. But having Azure Drake and Swap here is not really something that you want to keep. Because since you have Druid of Flame, which is a 3-drop, so at first turn you're going to play Coin plus Wild Growth. Then next turn you can play Druid of Flame straight away. So you need a 4-drop. Because of that reason, I'm going to mulligan this card. Okay, so we got a 4-drop, which is Keeper of Growth. That's not a very good card. This is so against a rogue. So at this particular time, I don't think I should play the coin into Wild Growth. Reason is because I don't have a solid 4-drop. If I have something like Pilot Shredder, I will already play coin into Wild Growth. But since I don't have a very solid 4-drop, I will just skip on that turn and I just play Wild Growth here. So see the difference. If I play Wild Growth here, what happens is next turn I can coin into Druid of Claw. Or if he doesn't put anything, I can just play again the Druid of the Flame. At 2/5 of course, not 5/2, because our opponent is a rogue. Okay, so back again, I'm going to put the Druid of the Flame here, then just transform it into the Firehawk form instead of Firecat form. Reason is pretty much simple, because 2/5 here is cannot be killed so easily by rogue. But if let's say I put 5-2, it can be killed so easily. For example, he will just deadly poison plus SI agent, or he will just put backstab, right? So he's going to put preparation into his grade here, which is totally fine for me. Yep. And just hit with his face, he has 2 health. And now this is another puzzle. Should I play coin to Sylvanas as a trade with everything? Or should I play Druid of Claw? The answer is I should play Druid of Claw here into the town. Because he already played one of the FS grade, so it will be hard for him to actually kill this Druid of Claw. The easiest for him is to sap this. But if he's sapping this means he have to be ready to deal with this on the following turn. And also the reason why I don't want to play Sylvanas is because I want to keep the coin for next turn Dr. Boom if he don't sap this. Or I will see how the development goes. So my hand is actually quite good at the moment. It's fine, even though I don't have the Enchant of Lore or Emperor Tourism at the moment. But I think it's fine. It's still acceptable. So we play Blood Mage, Talnos into Fan of Knife. So he's going to hit with his fire attention. Okay, so you see, this is where actually we know that swipe is a very good value, right? Instead of playing something, oh my god, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So you know what we are going to do here? We are going to play swipe, of course, into his face. He's having too much value. And since we just got it, we might as well play the Inner Fate into the coin. And we play another turn. Okay? So you see the flow of the game has been something like going towards us instead of towards him. Just now it was towards him when he played the Violet Teacher into preparation and FS grade. But now he already lost one of the preparation. Chance of him having another one is not that high, knowing that he still has about 19 cards left. So he's going to play this turn. Probably Taurisan. It's a very good play for him. Yep. So this is how we are going to win him. So this Taurisan, should we kill it? That's the question. Should we kill it? There are some options that we can do here. One of them is just to hit and hero power to kill it, or hit and then Keeper of Groove to hit it to kill it, plus Zombie Chow. Or we just play Dr. Boom and hit face. Or playing Sylvanas is also another thing, so that it will prevent him to play another minion. At this point of time, I think playing Dr. Boom is wise. Reason because he will be so scared to not kill everything. It's true that I won't be able to kill this Tauris on this turn, but I guess it's fine. So I'm going to play Dr. Boom. And just going to hit his face. Okay. So this is something that I play a little bit of gambling, you can say. Because he will have his Taurisan alive for two turns actually. So that's the answer trade. Okay, that's fine. Azure is fine. Because he doesn't have his dagger on. This is the reason why I'm actually dared to do this. If he has his dagger on, I might be scared. Because there is a possibility of him playing something like Deadly Poison into Tinker Oil, and then he's going to sap my bear. That's going to be pretty bad. But at this moment, I can pretty sure that next turn that Taurisan is going to die. Or his face is going to die. So let's see. He hasn't played any sap yet. This is the part that actually also making me a bit scared. Maybe he will play sap. There's a possibility he will sap my bear. Or no. It's just armor up. And that's it. Armor up. I'm sorry. Yeah. Dagger up. So he has preparation into Fan of 9. Alright. And he's going to kill my doctor. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's nice actually. That's nice of him. So we really have the safest role here. We really have the safest role. So just now if he doesn't do that, actually we win. But now since we haven't win yet, I think I'm going to put myself on us and just play hero power. Playing zombie chow now is not wise already, because we know that we are going to win. And there is a chance of him actually playing something like Farts here. So if I play zombie chow, he's going to be healed into 13 with the zombie chow and then plus Farts is 16. It's not good for me. So as for now, I'm having 19 cards left in my decks without any card draw. Okay, I don't have any card draw up until now, of course. So he's looking for set. That's the reason why he's playing as a druid. Yep, he has a set. Alright. So, what cards do I need here? What cards do I need? Keeper of Grove. Should I play double Keeper of Grove here just to kill the one of the Azure Druid? Or should I play Sylvanas Windrunner? This is two plays that is a bit tricky. It is seriously very tricky. You know what? I guess since he already played two what is it? Two of the Fan of 9. Playing double Keeper of Grove is not wrong. However, I will still play Sylvanas at this current situation.
I have no time for games.
And just get closer to the little value. Okay. Oh, this is tricky. This is seriously tricky. I don't know whether I should do this or not. That might not be something that is very wise to do, but oh well, I guess it's worth a try. Since he only has 5 cards, and he hasn't played any sprint yet, so most probably he has 1 sprint in his hand, and because of that, is he going to win this turn? That is 8 plus 1. Oh my gosh, this is bad. So that's Tinker Royal. He might win this turn actually. So that's 7 for 6. Oh, it's going to be pain. So he actually win, but he doesn't have Blade Fury. Okay, so this is where actually we come to being the winner because of our bad. So we are playing 7 sword here. And yeah, this is basically one game that I don't know whether it's not completely on my winning side, but come back to the analysis of the gameplay itself. It's something that, how to say, I know that it's going to play Taurus-Lan, but I don't have the answer to it. If I have the answer to it, of course I will play the answer. So yeah, actually that game was something a bit even. If he has Blade Fury, he already win the game. If he doesn't have the same previous game, I already win the game. So it's something like, just depending on his card, something like that. It's nothing so much into the technical play for that situation, unless for the Treat of Claw into the swipe the following turn just now. So that's about one of the game that I show you. I think that should be enough for the introduction regarding the Druid. For anything else, you can just ask me directly. I will just put my what is it? My IGN is basically this. Ninonya 6809. You can just add me. I'm a C player actually. I'm from Indonesia, and then yeah, I'm quite active in competitive Hearthstone. So I guess that's the first video of mine, and yeah, see you next time.